Good morning, children. First of all, I would like to congratulate you all on getting a wonderful result in your board examination. Children, just keep up this spirit and I wish you good luck for your ISC as well. And as you know, people have opted for this commerce stream. I hope you like this subject. This is a very interesting subject. In this subject, basically you'll study about business, its aspects and all. So I'll be starting with the first chapter, that is classification of human activities, economic and non-economic. See, we as human beings, from our birth till our death, we keep on doing the activities, something or the other. The child takes the birth, he cries, okay, then we grow up, we play, we pray, we eat, we sleep, we dance. These are all our human activities. Morning we wake up, we take bath, we brush our teeth, we eat our breakfast. Then being students, people move for our schools or colleges, and people working in the offices, they go for their jobs and all. So human activities, meaning its characteristics, I'll be going through. Wherever I'll be saying these are the keywords, children underline them, they are very important, and the teacher assess the child on the keywords. So please keep marking the keywords. So human activities are the activities that are done by, that's quite obvious, human beings only will do these activities. And why do they do? Underline the word, they do it in order to satisfy human wants. What are wants? Wants are basically which we keep demanding, which are never ending, underline, they are unending, they are unlimited, and they occur. Our one want is satisfied, so another want crops up. For example, I have a mobile phone of a particular model at present with me. Now the technology has changed. My demand for the new technology will also be changed. So the wants are unending, unlimited, there is no end to our wants, and they occur again and again. Some wants will give you direct economic benefit, underline. Why direct economic benefit? Teachers, they go to school, they go there, they teach the children, in return they earn salary. Your fathers, they go to the office or the factories or for a job, anything like that. They go, they earn money. This is, they are producing direct economic benefit, right? But some activities, they will not produce you any direct benefit, like we play, we pray, we sleep, we eat. These are also activities, but they do not produce direct economic benefit. Let us discuss its characteristics. You can just derive it from the definition. First is, they are the activities which are done by the human being. Human beings will include men, women and children. And number two, the activities which the human beings do. Why do they do these activities? Because they want to satisfy their wants, right? You go to the restaurants, you eat food there. Why do you go there? Because you want to satisfy your want, which are unlimited. They continue throughout the lifetime till your death, till the child, from the child takes birth till his or her death. The activities continue. They are wide in range. There is no limit to the activities, and we do these activities to earn money and also to satisfy our personal wants. Now these human activities are of two types, economic and non-economic. So economic activity, understand, they are those activities which I told you they are done to earn money and to acquire wealth. Fine, they will help in producing what? Economic goods and services. Now what are goods? Goods are the products, the items, they are termed as goods. So business is a economic activity. Non-economic, this is done out of, I told you, love, affection, sentiments. Mother cooks food for us, this is non-economic. She is not earning anything. economic activities. So I have already discussed you about economic and non-economic. Let us discuss again. Economic activities are those activities which are done by human beings, underline, to earn their living and to satisfy human wants. Why do they do? What is the object? To earn income and to create wealth. Now the money which they earn by doing these economic activities, they do basically to satisfy their human wants and they earn money out of it. Teacher teaches in the school, she earns money. Doctor attends the patient, a shopkeeper sell the goods to the customers. So they all are regarded your economic activity. Now why are they done? Underline one more thing in this. Economic activities, they are basically meant for production, distribution and exchange of goods and services. From cotton we produce a cloth. That is what? That is production takes place. Now the cloth is being distributed to the people in the market for sale. So that involves distribution and exchange, that is in terms of money. Let us discuss the characteristics. Number 1, characteristics are also known as children features, and also the question can come, state the nature of economic activities. So don't get confused. First is economic motive. Why do we do economic activities? I told you to earn money and to acquire wealth. The main purpose, the main motive behind doing these activities to gain economic benefit, that is to earn money. Number 2 is productive. All the activities, they are meant for what? Production, distribution and exchange of goods and services. Why do we do? To satisfy human want. Number 3 is economic resources. Understand these activities, they make use of the economic resources. Resources are land. We require some area to do some work. We require people who help us in doing that work. And capital, of course, money is also required. Number 4 is rational use. Rational means economic activities, they ensure that the proper utilization of resources to be done, means the scarce resources, the resources which are very limited, the maximum output should be generated out of it. That is, you should utilize your land properly, labor efforts, capital and other factors. Then is economic growth. Why the characteristics of economic activity is basically these activities are done for the development of the country, to raise the standard of people in the country. The activities done by these human beings, those economic activities must be legal and valid. That means you earn money, but that must be as per law. They must be lawful. Activities like gambling, theft, dacoit, smuggling, they are also done to earn money, but they are not producing they are not being done for the development of country. They are not as per the laws. So the activities must be legal and valid and must be socially desirable. Socially desirable means they must be as per the norms of society. What does the society expects? They must be done according to that. Here are few examples. You can go through these examples, like working in a factory is the economic activity. Farmer works in a field is economic activity. Doctor working in a hospital, this is also economic. Non-economic activities. Now there are certain activities which are done not to earn money. They will not produce you any direct benefit. Rather, they are basically done to satisfy your social, personal, religious, cultural wants, like sentimental mother working for mother cooking the food for the child. She is not doing anything, any economic activity she is not doing. She is doing because she loves her child. Rich man donating to the Prime Minister's Relief Fund. This is what? Non-economic activity. Helping some old person to cross the road. This is what? Non-economic activity. So basically this activity is done not in order to earn something, but it is done out of some personal satisfaction. This can be in terms of love and affection for the family, then For physical needs like going for a morning walk, this is what we are making ourselves fit. Religious obligation, going to the temple, donating blood to the injured army men, these are all the examples of non-economic activity. Children, one question which I want you to write in your notebooks or registers, that same activity may be economic as well as non-economic. This you can mark it as a question, and you can write it down also. Why? Because a single activity, for example, let's take a chef working in a restaurant, earning money. When the same chef come back home, cooks food for the family, same activity, same person, but not earning anything. So this is regarded as non-economic, and economic in sense when he was earning from the restaurant. A nurse attending the patients in the hospital is an economic activity, and when she's coming back and taking care of her sick mother, that is your non-economic activity. Now let us discuss the distinction between economic and non-economic. This is point of distinction. It is also known as basis of distinction. Has to be written in the answers, otherwise you will lose marks. These carry marks. You have to justify your distinction on the basis of point of differentiation. First is objective. Economic activity is done to earn living and to acquire wealth, but non-economic is done out of sentiments, love, emotions. What is the expectation of economic activity? Money is expected out of it. But from non-economic activity, you only derive sentiments and emotions. No money is expected out of it. Then next is relationship. There is a direct relationship between the income and wealth, but in non-economic there is no direct relation between income and wealth. Measurement of outcome in economic activities, the result is measured in terms of money, because we earn money, and in non-economic we do not earn money. Then is resources. Economic activity believe that all the resources are to be properly utilized, but in non-economic no use of resources are made. Types are business, profession and employment, and non-economic is family, religious, cultural. So in homework you can write down what is economic activity, write the features of economic activity, and also write the difference. These are the 3 questions which you will be doing, and revise whatever I have taught you. Next video I will be discussing the types, business, profession and employment. Thank you children.